Today I am sharing 5 highly effective strategies for new online English teachers to increase their bookings and consequently make more money. I have been teaching English online for the past 4 years, and I also polled my fellow online ESL friends to share their top tips to increasing bookings for new online English teachers as well. So lots of exciting tips and stats to come. And if you're wondering what are the top online ESL companies for beginners with the highest pay, be sure to check this video out later as well. And you can always find all of my top strategies in the Online English Teacher Freelance Freedom course. What's up? I am Danny of Hey Danny J, and I help people build lives of freedom through teaching English online and also building scalable teacher brands on YouTube. My first tip for new online English teachers to increase their bookings and make more money is to start by setting up a very consistent schedule right off the bat. Teaching English online is like the best gig because of its flexibility, right? You could open hours one week and then take off for the next. With most all of the companies that I recommend, that's how the scheduling works. And if you're like, what companies do you recommend? Again, you gotta check out that video. But I highly encourage you when you first start working to keep things consistent. Consistency is important in the beginning because parents want to know what they can expect from you. And usually if a parent likes you, they're gonna try and book you again for that same time that next week or even multiple times throughout the week around that same time. I have students where they'll book me like 3 times, sometimes 4 times a week if I open it up. So keeping a consistent schedule in the beginning is really gonna help you out. And if your times that you open are all sporadic and really inconsistent, it's gonna be hard to build up a regular following of students. Sarah, Amber, Mia, and Marilyn all said the key for them to be able to increase their bookings was having consistent schedules. When I asked how do you increase your bookings, Samantha Teapot said, having a consistent schedule and opening slots as far out as I can. Most companies allow you to book out 2 to 3 weeks in advance, so as far out as you can open them, the better. Mia on the Map also confirmed that this is true. My second tip for new online English teachers to increase bookings and to make more money is to open more time slots and most importantly, open more peak time slots. 19 of my fellow online English teachers said this was the key for them to be able to increase their bookings and pay. Peak times for teaching English online are usually going to be early mornings in the United States. So if you're in the US or Canada, know that that's going to mean waking up pretty early because most of these companies that I recommend are in China. And so kids are usually wanting to take classes from 7 to 9 p.m. Beijing time. Those are the hot times with most all companies. Go-Go-Kid, vipkid, Magic Ears. If you can open those slots, you're going to have a much better time of building up bookings and a pool of regular students. Also, the more time slots you can open up, the better. Parents like to see that you have an open schedule, especially as a new teacher. Also, other peak times are Saturday and Sunday mornings Beijing time, so that's Friday and Saturday nights in the US or Canada. I love working on Friday and Saturday nights, especially right now being in the Pacific time zone, so that's been really nice for me, and those book well as well. So if you can open up some of those, expect to get some bookings. Both Teacher Christy and Teacher Ray say that opening peak time slots is super key in building up bookings as a new online teacher. My third tip for new online English teachers to increase their bookings and make more money is to have a fire profile. If you are working for a company that doesn't book for you, like my main company, Go-Go-Kid or vipkid or Palfish, it is so key that you have a really awesome profile picture, bio, and intro video. It's gotta stand out from the crowd. So for your profile picture, make sure that it has a really bright background. I have a video that shows you how you can change the background behind you in Canva. Highly recommend you do that. And you have a color that pops and your face is really well lit and very happy. I have an upcoming video that's going to be all about how to make a bomb intro video, but my quick tips for you right now are to make sure that you don't talk about your teaching experience. Your video is really a place to showcase your unique personality and teaching style. So capture parents and students' attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds and really try and stand out. So do something unique. Instead of just saying,
"Hello, welcome to my classroom,"
like grab your ukulele or take your puppet out or you have a crazy hat on, something to showcase your personality. For me, I'm playing the ukulele, and I can't tell you how many students I've had come to class with a ukulele, so it really does make a big difference. Both Teacher Christy, Annie, Hannah and Laura all said that having a really fire profile and video is so key to increasing bookings as a new online English teacher. If you want to know more profile tips, this is something that I talk about in the online English teacher freelance freedom course. And like I said, stay tuned for that video I have coming up on intro videos. And for your bio, this is a place where you can share about your teaching experience, your education, and it never hurts to say that you really like to help children perfect their pronunciation. Parents love that. If you can say, I really love to help with pronunciation and perfecting their accent, I'm telling you, Chinese parents, they love to hear that. So it's a little, at least that's what I have found to be true. So add a little something about what techniques that you really like to work on or certain things that you really like to focus on. That is helpful. My fourth tip for new online English teachers to increase bookings and make more money is to really dazzle in your classes by tailoring your classes to your students. So you need to bring your A game, especially when you have trial students. This is going to be your best way of getting those trial students that are trying out the company to sign on and then want to take more classes with you. Well, how do you get the students to want to do that? You tailor the class to them. You genuinely try to get to know that student in the 25-minute class that you have. So for me, I'd love to ask my student questions about his or herself and say, what's your favorite animal? What's your favorite game? What's your favorite color? And then I will tailor my reward, or at least try to what that student has said. So if my student says that he loves Pokemon, I'll try and pull up a Pokemon Google slide rewards. This is something I talk about in my blog post that you can check out if you're interested in knowing what kind of rewards I use. But I try and bring up a Google slide reward of that thing that the student told me they were interested in. And it really, the students just, their eyes light up then if they can see that you took the time to pull in something that they like, and it makes them feel connected to you right off the bat because you did something special and tailored toward them. So that can really be a nice way of students feeling appreciated and also like you're really trying to get to know them, and that means more students wanting to take more of your classes and great reviews. Also, it never hurts to really work on pronunciation correction when you have trial classes. Parents love to see that, and they'll usually book you again if you can do a lot of, correcting mouth placement and making sure you really show that you're emphasizing you want to help them improve on pronunciation. My fifth tip for online English teachers to increase their bookings and make more money is to have a shtick. What? Mr. Hamilton, 6th grade, had a Skittle machine in a bird cage. I don't know, it was his shtick. I still remember him to this day. He was one of my favorite teachers. So, what's your shtick? For me, I'm the teacher with the panda puppet and the ukulele. You're the teacher who what? What makes you memorable? I like to sometimes think of teaching English online as like having an alter ego. You're the teacher who. How are they gonna describe you when that class ends? If the student can't say you're the teacher who this, then you're not memorable. They're probably not going to book with you again. So think, what makes you unique? Again, this is kind of what you can pull into your intro video. What makes you unique? What's going to make parents and students want to book you again? Maybe you're the teacher with the crazy puppet. Maybe you're the teacher who's always got the bunny ears on. I don't know. You do you, but have fun with it. Having a shtick really helps increase bookings and make more money. So remember, set a consistent schedule right away. Open as many peak times as you can in the beginning. Have a fire profile that stands out from the rest. Wow in your first classes by really personalizing them and genuinely trying to get to know your students. Remember to work on pronunciation. And be memorable by having some sort of shtick. You're the teacher who what? Was this video helpful for you? If it was, it's super helpful for me. If you can give it a like, be sure to subscribe for more videos. And while you wait for next week's video, be sure to check out these other helpful videos. And I will see you next time. Remember, start scared and stay weird.